My name Dinesh Khurana. This video is the continuation of the previous video on the same subject. Going back to the previous video, let me mention that new religions, namely Buddhism and Jainism, came to the forefront. Jainism emphasized love, compassion, non-violence to all beings. It was at this stage vegetarianism became more popular, and we still see that majority of Indians world over are inclined to vegetarianism. Sanatana Dharma, though declined for some years, but again became popular and tried to drive out Buddhism and Jainism. I have already covered the history from Vedic period to 500 BC. The next period, called classical period, which runs from 500 BC to 600 AD. This period saw coexistence of three religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Maurya Empire, ruled by Chandragupta Maurya and his sons Bindusara and Ashoka. Ashoka supported Buddhism and made it a national religion. Buddhists and Jains do not believe in God or Param Atma. Bhakti and devotion appealed to the masses and became more popular. A large number of Hindu temples were erected in the honor of various Hindu gods. Worship of Lord Shiva was popular amongst rulers such as Mirogla came from northwestern part, Shashanka from Bengal, and Harsha was a Buddhist. After elapse of some years, the teaching of Bhagavad Gita started becoming more popular. Vasudev, father of Lord Krishna, was worshipped by a class of devotees known as Alvars. Lord Krishna was regarded as avatar of Lord Vishnu. Vishnu was one of the Trinity, that is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Hindus proclaimed that Buddha was also a reincarnation of Vishnu and brought the followers of Buddhism in their fold. This brought end to the Buddhism in India. During 320 AD to 526 AD was the golden age for Hinduism revival. The post Chandragupta Maurya supported Vaishnavism, that is devotion to Lord Vishnu and his reincarnations, and there was full freedom to follow any type of worship. The Puranas, Itihasas, Smritis, etc. appeal to the masses. Now let me go to the next period, that is 600 AD to late 15th century was the medieval period or middle age period, we call it. During this period, Hinduism got Another boost from Sri Shankaracharya, who strongly believed in Advaita. Advaita in Sanskrit meaning one and only one, or we call it non dualism philosophy of Vedanta Hindu sadhana, Hindu worship. He established four mutts, namely, also call them monasteries, in all the four directions of India. These are Srinagar in Mysore, that is south of India, Dwarka in Kathiawar in west, Puri on east coast, and Badrinath in Himalaya region, that is north. Islam entered in North India in the 12th century. Most part of India remained peaceful under Rajput kings of northern India from 7th century. Muslims were staunch believer of their faith and considered as others infidels, or they call them kafirs. Hindu ways of worship continued, and many worshippers below became popular in different parts of the India. Madhavacharya in southern India, Ramananda, Kabir, Tulsidas, Vallabhacharya, Chaitanya, and Swami Tukaram in Maharashtra, Mirabai in Rajasthan, Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Punjab, and other gurus that followed Guru Nanak. 15th century to 17th century, Mughal rule and rise of Sikhism ran parallel. Sikhism was a balance between Hindu and Islamic religion. Sikhism does not believe in superstitions, caste, creed, color, sex, etc. The basic of Sikhism was from ancient knowledge of Vedas. It believes in universal brotherhood, worship of one God, and they call it Ek Omkar, hard work, honesty, service to poor, common kitchen called langar, etc. The word Sikh means in Sanskrit disciple, or in Hindi we call it Shishya. Sikhs are followers of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his 9 successors. Guru means guide. Guru Nanak Dev Ji founded Sikhism, which was shaped by his 9 successors after him. British arrived India as traders and oversaw the sorry state of the country. Britishers took advantage of the situation and became a strong power in India and went on to rule India and 2/3 of the world. India was oppressed for about 800 years by Islam and later by Christianity. And thus the Hindus became used to living as slaves and started losing their own faith. They embraced initially Islam and then Christianity. During British rule, a reawakening movement began to rebuild the nation. Subhash Chandra Bose also called Netaji, emerged as a volatile leader during World War II. He met several leaders of Axis power and brought awakening of struggle for the freedom of India. Rashtra Swayamsevak Sangh, called RSS, started in 1925 in Nagpur by Dr. Hedgewar. He was a patriot and took part in various political and social activities from his early years. After his school, he joined a medical college in Calcutta, now called Kolkata. On seeing the story plight of Hindus, he refused to practice medicine and started working from front rank revolutionaries in Bengal. In 1920, he joined non-cooperation movement under Mahatma Gandhi and was sentenced to 1 year rigorous imprisonment. After Nathuram Godse killed Mahatma Gandhi, Godse was branded as a RSS man. The post-independence strictures were imposed and RSS persons were not allowed to join government service and were therefore oppressed. Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, etc. were running a parallel movement of India's independence and were called moderates. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose raised the Indian National Army in 1943 and started an armed coup to inspire Indian youth to join struggle for the freedom of India. After independence, Nehru and his family for 4 generations ruled India akin to very much like British rule. The real freedom of India started in the year 2014, call it Modi's era, and India is on the path of becoming #1 economy of today's world. I request you to kindly subscribe. If you like, press like and share with your friends. This will encourage us to make more videos for the benefit of the masses. Thank you very much.